Today we will look at titration. With titration endpoints, the critical part is getting that green color. This is an example of an individual with adding the titrant into the analyte, and as you see, as they add a drop, you'll see a slight tinge of blue color. That means they're getting very close to that titration endpoint. This is of a strong acid, so as soon as they reach that titration endpoint, it's going to very quickly turn blue, and you're going to know that the volume of the titrant is adequate to neutralize the solution. As they continue to add, you notice it gets closer and closer to a blue color. Finally, when they get right to the titration point, the blue color will stay. Once that blue color stays, you have a situation where now you've neutralized the solution and you can read your burette and calculate the number of moles that it took in order to titrate that analyte. From there, you can then calculate the chemicals in the analyte vessel. The reason this works is related to the titration curve you see here. For strong acid, it's a very steep curve. One drop will convert it over to the blue color, so it's very easy with strong acids to go beyond the titration point, so great care needs to be taken. Weak acids are different. You see the red line showing where the titration curve is a little flatter, meaning that it'll turn blue for a while, and then it might go back to the yellow. So you have to keep adding solution and watching it to see what happens. Here's a situation where it has turned blue, and after sitting, it's already started to go back to yellow. So the student adds a little bit more of the titrant into the analyte, and when they do this, you notice some blue color occurring. It goes really quite blue. If you were with a strong acid, you would certainly stop here and take your reading. But with a weak acid, you may have to wait a little bit longer because, as you see, you can see the yellow color starting to be produced once again. You continue to add, each time recording your volume just in case you pass the endpoint. You want to make sure you can go back to the previous endpoint. So here's an example of one that turned blue, and after letting it sit, the student notices that it is going back to the yellow color. From here, they added additional titrant, but you do want to be careful. You're so close to the point, if you add too much, you might actually go beyond the point. And in this example, they put in several drops, and with the several drops, they probably passed their titration point, so they would want to record that as a potential source of error when they're doing the repeats. In the last section, we show one that is fairly accurate. We get to the green color. The green color is very good for weak acid. One drop's added, it goes to the blue, fades just a little bit more. The student is recording their data, and add just another drop, and this should be reaching the endpoint. At the endpoint, you now see the blue color, and the blue color will stay. Thank you.